It was a quiet Friday evening in Dayton, Ohio. Streetlights flickered along empty streets, casting long shadows across the asphalt. Officer Mark Reynolds, a veteran with 20 years on the force, cruised slowly in his patrol car. His radio crackled faintly, a low static hum in the night. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual, but Reynolds had learned that danger often hides in plain sight. Up ahead, a red sedan moved slowly, weaving slightly, a small detail barely noticeable, yet enough to catch his eye. A vehicle moving differently, just enough to trigger that instinct that comes with experience. A feeling that tonight, nothing would remain routine. He followed the car, careful to stay discreet. As he observed, he noticed subtle signs. The driver's hands fidgeting on the wheel, tapping lightly, almost imperceptibly. A nervous glance at the rearview mirror. His instincts whispered something was off. Reynolds had been on the force long enough to recognize these patterns, learned from countless stops that had started routine but ended in disaster. Every second stretched longer, each breath more deliberate. A bead of sweat rolled down the driver's temple. What was going on inside that car? Was it fear or guilt? Reynolds flipped on his lights. The red sedan slowed, tires crunching against gravel. He approached with flashlight in hand, each step measured. The driver's smile was polite, almost rehearsed, but Reynolds' experience told him the truth. Something was hiding. As he leaned closer, a faint chemical odor drifted from the car. He froze for a moment, inhaling. That smell, he knew it well. Years of training had prepared him for it, yet the sight of it never got easier. This could escalate quickly. He cleared his throat, keeping his voice steady. "Good evening, sir. License and registration, please." The driver handed over documents, hands shaking slightly. Reynolds took a slow, deliberate look. Everything seemed in order, yet something still felt wrong. He asked where the driver had been. Answers were vague, polite, too polite. Reynolds called for backup. Moments later, the sound of sirens echoed in the distance. Red and blue lights painted the street in stark, almost surreal colors. The calm night had shifted, replaced by a charged tension, a quiet that seemed to hold its breath. He knew in that moment, a routine stop had become a dangerous prelude. Suddenly, the driver shifted nervously, reaching under the seat. Reynolds' pulse quickened. His hand hovered over the radio. One wrong move and the night could turn into a disaster. "Sir, please keep your hands where I can see them," Reynolds instructed. His voice was calm, firm. The driver's eyes darted left and right, panic flickering in them. Time slowed, each second magnified. Reynolds had seen this before. People who were hiding something dangerous often made tiny involuntary movements. Tonight, every detail mattered. Then came the discovery, a hidden compartment beneath the passenger seat. Reynolds opened it slowly, flashlight revealing objects carefully concealed. Documents, items, things that did not belong on the streets. His stomach tightened. This was no ordinary stop. He radioed backup urgently, voice low and tense. Every second mattered now. This compartment was a window into a world of criminal activity he hadn't expected to see. One that would soon entangle him, his colleagues, and the quiet town of Dayton in a web of danger. Backup arrived moments later. The driver resisted, struggling against the officers. The tension in the air was palpable. Reynolds moved carefully, each command measured. One wrong step could trigger chaos. As they secured the suspect, Reynolds' mind raced. Who else was involved? How deep did this network go? The ordinary night had transformed into an entry point to an unfolding story of danger, secrets, and crime that threatened to unravel everything the town held as normal. Hours later, in the dimly lit interrogation room, the suspect sat in silence. Reynolds observed, waiting. Then slowly, fragments of a story emerged. A tale of organized crime, missing persons, and secrets buried deep. Each revelation thickened the suspense. The detective leaned forward, carefully choosing questions. Every pause, every hesitation by the suspect hinted at more hidden beneath the surface. The quiet room felt heavy, as though the walls themselves were listening. Reynolds realized he had only scratched the surface. Detectives worked through the night. Maps were studied, documents scrutinized, photographs analyzed. Clues pieced together a larger operation, one the town had no idea existed. Every new detail increased the danger. Every new connection revealed a shadowy network operating silently in the background. If you're captivated by the story, don't forget to subscribe to Crime Stories USA and hit the bell icon. Stay updated with faceless crime stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat.